Hi guys, welcome back to my vlog. It is a new channel. Thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed to my new channel, and whoever's watching this, I thought I would just do an updated version of get to know me. I asked you guys on Insta stories to ask me anything you guys have wanted to know about me that I haven't answered. Some of these questions you guys have asked me consistently, but I have been avoiding them, so today I'm not going to avoid any longer. If it's about getting to know me, I should as well just answer them. Let's get to question number 1. So this is a question I get a lot sliding through my DMs. Do I wear an inner scarf? You know, it's kind of funny that you guys always ask this, although I understand it's because in my photos or when in my Insta stories and stuff, there's always, okay, like right now there's always a little bit of hair peeking out. Alright, just so you guys know, yes, I do wear an inner scarf every day, all the time. If not, my scarves would not stay in place. It's just that I have my father's hairline, which means it kind of goes, it dips down a little bit, and honestly it doesn't bother me as much as it perhaps bothers some of you, because some of you asked it in a really negative way, but that's okay. The thing is, I don't intentionally want my hair to be seen. It's just that I guess I'm just not as careful about it, because I do pull it down, but if it comes out, it honestly doesn't really bother me as much. So yeah, just to answer your question, I do wear an inner scarf, and I am aware that my hair peeks out a little bit. I do get a lot of DMs saying that it would be better if I cover my hair properly, but I guess let's just leave that to me. Okay, so the next question is another one that we get quite a bit, not just from you guys, but from, you know, friends and family as well. Do Yousef and I want children? Well, obviously yes. Although I think Yousef more than me, honestly. In fact, on our second date, when we were just getting to know each other, he had already asked me how many kids do I want. I was like, whoa, that's a really serious question, really heavy question to ask on a second date. But anyways, yes, we do want children. I think when we first got married in our first year, because now we're like a year plus, the initial 7 months we weren't trying, just because we really wanted to spend time together, get to know each other. But now we're in a stage in our marriage where yes, we are trying to get children, although I'm not the kind that's going to stress too much about it. I love kids and all, but I think just the thought of pushing a baby out of my vagina really scares me. Like, honestly, the childbirth and I guess maybe breastfeeding, that's what scares me, not so much having a child and raising them, just because I'm really close to my niece and nephews, and yeah, I mean, I love them so much, and I think bringing up children is going to be hard and interesting, but what scares me is actually just the thought of childbirth. Do I feel life is better before or after marriage? This is a good question. I'm going to say before has its plus and minuses, and so does being married has its plus and minuses. The thing is, I really enjoyed life while I was single. Like I really did. I guess I had amazing family and friends who were just there for me for everything that I needed, and I loved like the freedom of just being able to do whatever I want, being able to travel whenever I wanted to. It's just, you kind of don't feel like heavy. Do you know what I mean? Not to say that being married felt heavy, but you definitely, you know that there is another person you need to consider, you know. So on the flip side, I do love being married as well. I am enjoying married life because I feel like it's so nice to have like a best friend with you, like a really close and strong support system. And this is the next point I'm going to make is going to lead me to the next question. I feel like after married life, I have kind of developed more of a self-confidence when it comes to certain things, like going for what I want, and this is something I didn't think I would have developed after being married. Like, it's something unexpected, but yeah, I do think both my single life and my married life is kind of equal, if that makes sense. Like, there isn't one that's better than the other. I just think both kind of has its plus and minus. How did I feel after I got divorced, and was it hard to find a jodoh? In case you guys are watching then you don't speak Malay, jodoh means like soulmate. So the question is, was it hard to find a soulmate after I got divorced? No, I think after I got divorced, I kind of felt like a weight off my shoulder. I think it was a decision made both on my end and on his end, so it was like a mutual thing. And I think if anything, it helped me figure out what is it that I actually wanted. It gave me time to kind of discover myself again. And I think until you know yourself, you're not going to know who is it that you want to be with, like who your next life partner is going to be. So I think I would say life was great after divorce. It was amazing. It taught me a lot. And no, I don't think it was hard to find a soulmate after. I think it takes time, like just with anything, you gotta give it some time. And the thing is, I didn't even want to get married straight away after I got divorced. I think I only wanted to get married like years later. I got divorced in 2013. Now it's 2018. I only had the thought of wanting to get married again like 3-4 years after, and that's when I knew the kind of guy I wanted, because I already knew who I was and the kind of person that would kind of compliment me. I think whoever is out there, I know generally, you know, you guys think that, oh my god, I'm in my late 20s, I'm in my 30s, time is ticking and all this. But honestly, when it comes to looking for a life partner, you can't, I feel, and this is me personally, I feel like you can't rush it, and you shouldn't rush it, because this is for the rest of your life. Like, if it takes years to find, that's okay, because you're gonna have the rest of your life to be with that person. So just kind of know who you are, and then know what would complement your personality, and then you look for that in the next person, in your dodo. What is the least favorite thing about myself? Oh, this is an easy one. The fact that I'm very disorganized. Oh, this is one thing I always ask Yousef to help me out with. It's just kind of be more organized and plan better. I'm a really sucky planner. Sometimes I'm amazed if I get stuff done. Like, you know, you have your to-do list, and I'm always the kind that's like, oh, I didn't get to finish it, and it's no one's fault except for mine. I don't plan well. I'm not very organized. Like, these are things that I struggle on a daily basis, and I'm consciously trying to make an effort to be better at these things. So yeah, being organized and planning. Next question is, how do I eat healthy regularly? Okay, the truth is, for my standards, I don't think I eat as healthy as I would like to more regularly. Though for other people's standards, I already eat really healthy, so it's very subjective. I do think I try my best to have a clean diet, but it's hard when you're going out with your friends, especially when your best friends have really different taste in food as you. Me personally, if I don't eat the right things, like if I don't eat clean, it will show in my skin, and that's why I actually do have my lunch right here. I didn't have time because I had a busy day. And the truth is, guys, eating healthy is not easy, especially living in Malaysia, okay, where junk food is just everywhere, and junk here is delicious and cheap. So it really takes a lot of self-discipline, and I don't know, I think determination for you to continue to want to eat clean all the time. So today I have ordered from La Juiceria the kale quinoa salad with chicken breast. It's delicious. I mean, look at the serving, it's huge. So sometimes people think that eating healthy means you're going to starve. It's just far from. So anyways, what keeps me motivated to eat healthy is so that I have good skin, I have a lot of energy, because eating unhealthy makes me feel lethargic. So it's my skin, my energy levels, and just like my mental well-being. I don't know, when I eat healthy, I feel good, and it's just nice. That's just me. For me. What is my job and what do I do for a living? Okay, this year actually I made a really big decision, which was to leave my previous job, and I did this with a really heavy heart, but I felt like this was the best decision for me to make. To simplify, what I am is a freelancer. I do content creation, and also I do creative consulting for whatever company that needs my services for minor rebrandings and stuff like that. So the next question is, which brands do I want to collaborate with the most? Ooh, this is a good one. Okay, honestly, I think I have been really blessed to be able to work with some brands which I love, and it was my dream, honestly, like a dream, to be able to work with them. I mean, for example, I've worked with Canon, I've worked with Bobby Brown, with Malaysia Airlines, and I've been so blessed by these collaborations. But where I am right now, it's not about who I work with, it's more about how I work with them. So in case I'm not making sense, I will explain. Rather than me collaborate with the brand in terms of them paying me to create more awareness of like one certain product, I'd love to work with brands in a different way where they hire me for creative consulting work. I've actually done a little bit of this on a smaller scale for local brands. I love studying like human behavior, and I think when you really understand like your target customer, you are able to create like marketing campaigns that really speak to them. You are able to create brands that really add value to their lives. So collaborating with more brands but working with them in a different way where they hire me for my creative consulting. Yes. Next question is, how do I always stay positive and happy? Oh god, I am not always happy, although I do think generally 80% of the time I am a positive person. I think this is like one of the superpowers Allah's given me. I don't know, I've always made dua to Allah to please make me have the ability to always see things on the positive side. I do admit life sucks sometimes, and if you don't believe so, you should watch my previous vlog. I think the thing is, it's always easy and better if you accept that life is not perfect. Like, it really isn't. There will be days where everything's going wrong, but then there's one thing that's going right, and I think for me personally, I just choose to focus on that one thing rather than stress myself out and give all my energy into what is going wrong. And I think it really helps to also surround yourself with people who will always make you see things in a positive way as well, not just kind of feed off your negativity, because sometimes we are gonna have days where we're like feeling really negative and down and just meh, you know. So it helps to go to people who you know are going to be like, hey, it's gonna be okay, this and this is gonna be okay, they're gonna help you give solutions and all that. So I think that's how I stay positive. I surround myself with people who are really gonna help me in tough times, like sucky situations. And also I always remind myself that everything happens for a reason, and there will be something good that comes out even in a sucky situation. Now on to a question that a lot of you guys are wondering, I'm sure, and the question is, why did I leave OLLOUM? So why did I leave my previous job? Okay, so here it goes. She thought it would be best if there was a restructuring that happened. Considering the situation of the industry and all, a restructuring would have been good for the company. So she made that call, and at that time, it made me think, what did I want to do next with my career? I have been working for my sister for about 4 years-ish, and it was honestly like a dream. One of my dream jobs was to be a designer, and not only did I get the opportunity to be a designer, I got promoted to being the creative director. And what creative director does is manage the design team, manage the branding of the company, and basically handling all the creative aspect of a company. But I got to a point where I was thinking about what did I want to do next in my career, and honestly it was one of the toughest decisions I've ever made, because I believe in the brand so much. I loved it. I was working with amazing people, you know, I had the most amazing opportunities that my sister gave me working there. But you know, I did a lot of istihara. I thought a lot about it, what I want in my life, and I realized after consulting a lot of people who I trusted in, it kind of pushed me in a direction where I had to think about what is it that I want to do and what was best for my future. And so I felt at that point it would be best if I left during this time and kind of pursue what it is else that I wanted to pursue. And a big part of why I was able to make this decision and make the call to kind of quit like a stable job was because I had Yousef in my life. I think I mentioned this earlier. Indirectly, after being married, it kind of gave me like a boost of self-confidence. And not only that, I had more security in terms of financial security. During working there as creative director, I also did some freelance jobs, so I had managed to put away some savings. I wouldn't have resigned if I didn't have at least some savings, because that would be really risky. So I had some savings, and I also had Yousef kind of telling me it's okay, like if you don't have a stable income for a short period of time. So yeah, that's why I left OLLOUM. It wasn't because of any drama or anything. I just made that decision that I wanted to do something else with my life, and I thought this was the best time since the company was going through some sort of restructuring. how do you know that Yousef was the one? And if you ever did istikhara, can you share your experience? I want to answer this because I want to talk a little bit about istikhara prayers and my thoughts on it. So yes, I knew Yousef was the one because firstly, when we met, things were so easy in the sense that we were able to talk about everything, and when I mean everything, I mean everything. I did tell you guys how he asked me how many kids I wanted, right? The thing is, I think because both of us are in a stage in our life where we were just ready to get married, so there were no games, there was no like, oh, I'm too shy to ask this. We were literally like, what do you want to know? Ask. Like, we were so open with each other. We asked each other about our finances, you know, where we were in our faith, like how many children we wanted. I asked him, was he open to adoption, you know, like really heavy questions like that, like where were we gonna live, stuff like that. So I knew right from the get-go that this guy is ready for life's responsibilities. He knew what he wanted, and I liked that because I knew what I wanted. He seemed like a really nice guy, like no hanky-panky kind of guy, you know, like he wasn't the kind of guy that's trying to play games like hot and cold. No. I didn't have time for that, and I can see that he was not into that either. In fact, he did tell me, if anything, he has kind of come across too pushy to some of the girls, like he's freaked them out a little bit with his forwardness. But which I appreciated, because I had just gotten out of getting to know somebody who was just so like vague with everything and so slow. So I was like, this is nice, this guy knows what he wants. So yeah, after I had met him, I knew, I had a feeling like, oh my god, this is it, this is the kind of guy I've been waiting for, the kind of guy that's not scared to just talk about serious life things, you know. And so I consulted my friends, my family, and when they said yes, and so that's when I was like, okay, I'm gonna do my istikhara. So what I have learned and what I believe is true is you do your istikhara when you have come to a decision, and before you come to a decision, you should definitely consult your family, your close friends, basically consult people who know you best. Introduce the guy or the girl to these people that know you best, because they will know whether the traits that this person has is going to complement you. And so after meeting my best friends, meeting my mom, my sisters, they all were like, yes, here's a green light. So after that, I did my istikhara, and ever since I did my istikhara to get married to Yousef, everything just fell so easily. And even during the planning of our wedding, which I think is really, really important stage in any couple's like relationship, because when you're planning your wedding, it's a lot to do with finances and compromising, and I think this is the time frame that really tests you, like how well you guys deal with conflict together, how well are you at communicating things, you know. So yeah, I did my istikhara, definitely did istikhara. I think I did it twice, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, both I came with the intention saying to Allah, look, I've decided I want to marry him. If you think this is what's best for me, for him, for my family, you know, for my livelihood, for my everything, and you know what's best for me, then make it easy and let it happen. And it happened. And guys, I wanted to share that previously I did the istikhara because I was about to get married to this other person, and I had gone into istikhara prayers with the intention of marrying him. This was a few years ago. I said to Allah, I have decided I want to marry him. However, if you think that this guy is not what's best for my future and me, just make it so it doesn't happen. And going into it, you have to know that you trust Allah's decision, because even if you want it so bad, you have to know that if it's not good for you, you trust Allah, and He's just not going to make it happen for you. And turns out it didn't happen for me. Even though I had gone into istikhara prayers saying that I want to marry this guy, Allah knew best, it wasn't for me. And what happened was his mother broke it off because she thought that I wasn't the best fit for her son. Did it hurt me? Hell yeah, it hurt. I cried and stuff, but then I snapped out of it because I was like, look, I did the istikhara prayer for a reason. I told Allah I trusted his decision, and I only wanted the marriage if he thought it was good for me. So the fact that it didn't happen means, alhamdulillah, it's a good thing. Allah knew that the marriage would have not been good for me, so he did whatever he had in his power to make it not happen. And so it's good because then I met Yousef. So yes, istikhara prayers are really, really important, whether it's about a job prospect, getting married, basically anything and everything. Okay, I think I'm gonna end the vlog here. I hope I've answered enough questions for you guys to kind of get to know me a little bit more, where I am in life right now. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave any more questions you have for me in the comments below. I will continue to do this kind of vlog style in the future from time to time, not too often though, because I don't want it to get boring. Have an amazing evening. Why am I assuming you guys are watching this in the evening? I'm just gonna say have a nice day. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I would love you guys' support because I am working from scratch again with this channel. So see you guys in my next vlog. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.